Good morning, everybody. It's just before 10 o'clock and we're getting ready to do a 4-day, 3-night backpacking trip in Great Smoky Mountains. Going to be coming back Baxter Creek Trail, or Bradley Fork Trail, I'm sorry, Chasing Creek Trail, and we're going to start out going up the Smokemont Loop up to, I think it's campsite 49, Cabin Flats, and we're going to set up a base camp from there, and from there we're going to a day hike the next day, do a big loop up Dry Sluice and around up to the AT, right around Charlie's Bunyan, and then back out to Peck's Corner, down the Hughes Ridge Trail, back down the Bradley Fork Trail to Cabin Flats and up to our campsite. The next day we're going to do a loop from there. We're going to break camp and go back up the Bradley Fork, on down the Hughes Ridge Trail, on over to Chasing Creek and down to campsite 50, and then the fourth day out. It'll be about 38 miles round trip. Here's my pack today. We've got the ULA 2.0 and got a couple liters of water on board, and we're going to we got about 28 pound there. Anyways, we're going to get this pack on and get ready to head out. Well, it's Sunday morning, June 23rd. We're getting ready to head up the Smokemont Loop Trail here, right outside of Smokemont Campground. It's an old bridge here going across the creek. I think it's used as a service road today, I'm not sure. I would say that this was probably an actual road back before the park took over. I know they said that this trail can be quite muddy at times. I think they use horses a lot riding through here, so it's just like a road here though. It ain't bad, so that's nice. I know there's supposed to be a cemetery up through here not too far, so I'll pause for now and pick back up when we get there. Hey everybody, back again. Just wanted to show you a little bit of the trail here now that we're heading down. What I mean by being in a rhododendron tunnel. See, very much it's just like being in a tunnel, large hallway maybe. Sure cuts down on the heat a lot, feels good. It's going to be a 4-day, 3-night trip. Second day being the biggest day. It's going to be about 18 miles. Today somewhere between 8 and 9 to get into camp, set it up. It's going to be about somewhere between 8 and 9 miles today. Third day will be 11 miles. And the last day out is going to be less than 2 miles. So a lot of times on my last day, I like to set it up where I can have a short hike back to the vehicle and drive home. Hopefully the weather will stay nice. They've been giving rain or thunderstorms possibly every day that I'm going to be here. Right now it looks really good. There are some clouds out, but they're white and really high, so hopefully they'll dissipate or move out and drop rain somewhere else. Smoky Mountains do get a lot of rain though, and I'm not going to complain. Plenty of water here, so you don't have to pack much of that. I love coming down here and hiking. Trail I'm on right here, this is the Smokemont Loop Trail. It's about 3.9 miles. And I got to looking that there was a cemetery when I first started somewhere off to the left. And I thought it'd be off the actual trail, but you first use an access road to get to this trail. And I'm not sure, but I think I would have had to walk on farther down the access road to get to the cemetery. So if I'm ever this way again, I might just go over there and check it out then and see if that is actually where it was at. I'm not exactly sure why, but I kind of like walking through cemeteries and looking. It's something I've always enjoyed. Not sure why. I'm not morbid or anything. I just enjoy walking through cemeteries and looking around. Can still hear a lot of traffic not too far from the highway that goes across from Gatlinburg to Cherokee, Newfound Gap. I'll be glad when I get a little farther back in the mountain here and lose the sound of people in society for a little while. We've got a little rhododendron still in bloom here. It's really pretty. Some pinks and that one. Anyway, I'll check back with you later. Went across a lot of footbridges in the Smokies, but I'd have to say this is the longest one I've ever went across. This is really cool. I'd say this foot log is 40 foot long. Right here's about midways. Man, that's pretty water. Beautiful, beautiful mountain river. Somebody worked hard putting these steps in here. I'm thankful for it. Looks like we're at our first trail junction. We even got a bench here if we want to sit down and take us a break. Chasing Creek Trail is a half-mile away. That's where I'll be at the day after tomorrow. Campsite 50. Smokemont Campground's 1.7 miles from here. That's where I started at. Cabin Flats Trail, 2.4 miles on down the trail here. That's where I'm headed to, Cabin Flats Trail. Yeah, just come off the Smokemont Loop Trail, and that was 3.9 miles. That's a nice little hike to get here. Looks like a really good trail to go up. It's thundering pretty good there. I'm gonna get off the phone here and start making ground up that way. Sound like I might end up hiking in the rain. I'm not sure, but I'd say it's built big enough, strong enough, you could probably take a small automobile across this thing. We can tell you a lot of water comes off this mountain at times. I'm sure it fills that up too. I think I read that this creek and one other creek where I'll be close to in a couple days takes all the tributary of about 6 miles of the Appalachian Trail down between two big ridges there, a valley. And it all flows into two different creeks, this being one of them, the Bradley Fork. And I think the other one is a Chastine, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, creek. Sure is a pretty mountain river though. It's been a mile trail so far. The Bradley Fork's been a lot easier than the Smokemont Loop was. Which it wasn't too bad. It's only 3.9 miles. And I think a little over 1,000 feet elevation gain and loss. Anyway, I'll gain my 1,000 feet back here in about 3.5 miles. A little bit of fog here on the creek. Got another one of those big footbridges. I'd say they drive an SUV of some kind across this thing, one of those side-by-sides or something maybe. Here we got a small waterfall today. Well, first time I've ever seen a steel framed bridge made almost like a railroad bridge here in the Smokies. Going across Bradley Fork. It looks like if you wanted to in the summertime, you could walk right across there if you wanted. Or maybe if you had horses afraid, probably walk across the creek with them. Cool bridge, though. Beautiful, beautiful mountain river. Well, let's head on up to Cabin Flats and get our camp set up today. Kind of early, just a little after 2 right now, but I ain't been in no hurry, but hopefully we get up to camp. It won't rain on us anymore. I'm not sure, but I believe that is a tulip poplar right there in front of us, and that tree is just really, really big. I would say the base is between 4 and 5 foot diameter. And I would say that it stands at least 150 feet high, I would think. That tree is big. You can see some of the other trees around it. They're not small trees, really. There's that bridge we just crossed. Not sure, but that's another tulip poplar right there. Another really, really big one. It's not as big as that last one, but I'd say that in there's close to 4 foot in diameter at the base. Definitely some big trees in here. Okay, Dry Sluice Gap Trail. Looks like it's a half mile back down to the Bradley Fork Trail, 2.8 to Grassy Branch, and 4.1 up to the AT. And over here where I'm fixing to go camp, looks like it's 6/10 to camp. So 6/10 plus the 4.1, that's 4.7 in the morning, and then about a half mile I think out to Charlie's Bunyan, which I would like to go see in the morning. So looks like I'm looking at a little over 5 miles. All right, here we are, campsite 49. From what I've seen on videos in the past, this looks like it's a nice campsite. Certainly hope it is. Hoping I can set my hammock up close to the creek. Looks the trail's pretty long here, so it looks like there's several options down through here for sure. A lot of times I like to check out all my options and then pick if nobody else is already here or anything. If there's a nice fire ring, definitely be a good place to have a fire. I didn't bring my saw with me, and from what I've just seen, firewood looks like it's very slim picking around here. I'd say people keep it pretty clean. Well, let's go farther down and see what we see. Right here's the bear cables. In the Smoky Mountains, they use a cable system to hang up your food bag. Right here you can see the cable. If you look up there, you see a couple metal rings. That's supposed to keep squirrels from getting out there. I don't know if it works or not. I'm sure it keeps bears away, but I don't know about little rodent animals. Somebody's got a nice fire ring there too, but I don't see much little wood, and it rained. It's rained for days, so I'm not sure about that, but there are a couple nice places to hang a hammock. Looks right here, between that tree and that tree would be good, or even over here between these two trees. Still, let's go look and see what else there are since we're here. And I like this fire ring and how they've got a little bench log there to sit on. Somebody's got a little bit of brush over there, so I might have a little fire tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Well, it looks nice to hang right there Right there to there, boy. I mean, I could really hear the creek good here. I might end up doing this spot. Still, let's go farther down and see what we see. Sorry about the fast camera motion there at times. These gnats are really bugging me. Well, we got a bunch of horse corrals here. Not counting them, but I'd say you could probably put a dozen horses in there. See what else we got, if anything, down through here. There are a lot of nice little spots right here, fairly close to the creek, that you could set up a hammock for sure. Seems like there's more sites for hammock really than they are for a tent. Right here looks like this would be a good tent location. Nice fire ring there. I think we're getting close to the end of it. Well, let's see if it goes any farther or not. I think we're getting just more out now in locations people use for their privy, morning constitutional. Could be wrong, but I don't think this trail's really going anywhere now. But since it is going, we'll walk a little way farther. I know back there a moment ago, it looked like it forked and went to the right. I'm not sure, but I think this may just make a loop all the way back around. I don't know. Looks like it dead ends or goes out into that field there. It's probably just an animal trail from here. I really don't want to get out there in that tall grass and stuff, especially since it's been raining. If I had to, I would, but I don't have to, so I'm not going to. Well, I'm gonna turn it off and talk back with you. My saddle on where I'm gonna set up camp and everything. Now, right here's my stew I made. I don't remember what kind of noodle it is, but got a flavor packet, vegetables, and then I brought some smoked oysters. Got it all through together and cooking up. So, it's gonna be good. Getting ready to eat that. Sitting over here on the riverbank. Taking it easy, about 5 miles back in the Smokies. There's where we got the bear bags at. There's the river. There's some of my water and water filter. There's my hammock set up. You can see I'm pretty well right on the creek. Hopefully that'll be good sleeping tonight. There's a spot down here I liked a little bit better, but there's a lot of yellow jackets around, so I didn't know where their nest was. I didn't want to take the chance. Anyways, I do like this setup here. I think I'll be sleeping good in here tonight. Got my backpack hanging here. There's my hammock. Got my Phoenix 40-degree underquilt. My Phoenix degree burrow. Or 40-degree burrow, I mean. So I think it'll be good. Right down here is where I fixed my lunch and filtered some water there earlier. Probably won't stay up too much longer. Might try to get me a little bit of a fire going, just to look at it for a little while before I go to bed. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here.